When you don't have a viewfinder, so you have to find something equivalent to your big ass head in order to get your camera to focus. Hello universe, my name is Kati and welcome to my adventure. Today I want to talk about loss. And before you click off this video thinking that it's just going to be some depressed bitch crying and self-pitying herself, stop. You can go to all of my other videos to watch that. But seriously, although this is kind of a depressing topic, hopefully the route I go with it will make you see things in a different perspective. Before I put anything out there, this is not me trying to say that what I know is best. This is not me trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm not trying to act like I know it all. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm not trying to harm anything. I'm just putting my thoughts out into the universe. I'm one human being. I'm always growing. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy, just don't be a dick in the process. Maybe it could help someone or cause somebody to think of things in a new perspective. So something I've learned about loss is that it's inevitable. There's no possible way you can go your entire life without losing things. I was only like 5 years old when I lost my sanity, so I mean, if that tells you anything. However, although you can't avoid pain or loss or anything negative, you can turn it all into a positive. Almost every single bad thing in this world can be turned positive if you look at it as a lesson. So I'm gonna kind of explain my beliefs, I guess you could say, on loss, and I'm also going to give some stories because I'm human. We're all humans. We all experience loss, and we all experience different kinds of loss. I guess how I could kind of start this off is explaining the two types of losses. There's the living loss and dying loss. The dying loss is pretty self-explanatory. It's when you lose someone to death, but living losses can be a little bit more complicated. A living loss is when you lose someone who's still on this earth, whether it be by choice, a disagreement, a change in your life paths, or something just simply not working out. They are hard, and unfortunately, that's the ones that we deal with the most. Sometimes you lose things that are good for you, and sometimes you lose things that are bad for you. Both are very, very complicated though. Sometimes you gain enough strength to walk out of the situation yourself, but other times the bad thing will leave you before you can leave it. Something that you have to do with every loss, I mean you have to deal with it in anything in life, is reflection. Say someone who wasn't good for you at all just walked out. You think of the good times, but then you think, oh, they just left me, screw them. When they first leave, you're upset, you start thinking about all the negative things about them, and then you just get really angry and want to lash out. I try really hard not to look at it like that. If I lose someone that's bad for me, not by choice, yes, I'll be upset about it. That's okay. Something that I think all of us need to really learn and accept is that it is okay to feel emotions. Some people think I shouldn't be upset about this, I shouldn't be angry about this, I shouldn't be happy about this. But the thing is that all feelings are valid. It doesn't matter what the story behind it is. Whatever you're feeling is incredibly valid. I wish that a lot more people would preach that. So, when you lose something negative, you have to find the lesson in it. I had a person in my life, and we were always very manipulative to each other. It was so passionate, but it was so manipulative. It was not healthy, but at the same time, it was amazing. Finally, that person ended up walking out, and at first I was a mess. I spent all night crying, and then the next day I woke up and I realized that it's okay. People come, people go, they show you good, they show you bad. It's either meant to be or it's meant to teach. So you just gotta kind of keep the memories of the good and take the lessons from any bad. But living loss is hard because they still exist. They're still living their life while you're living yours, but it's on completely separate planets. It's hard to explain, and I feel like I'm not making any sense. Losing somebody, to death is, I don't want to necessarily say easier. However, in most circumstances, you don't end on a bad note. I know that there are some cases where people get into fights and then one person passes away or something like that. But I'm talking about beside that, for the most part, when someone is about to die, you're able to say your last words and you're able to tell them how you felt and how you still feel and how you'll always feel. But when you lose someone who's still alive, in a way you kind of lose yourself. This really took a turn. I totally had a game plan and I just went off, but if me sitting in front of a camera for 20 minutes being ADHD as fuck, not being able to concentrate on one topic, then so be it. That's me. I hope you like it. So before I lose my mind too much, I'm just going to talk about one more thing, and that's losing something that's good. That one for me is the most complicated, because when you lose something good, you kind of sit there and you think, why would the world give me something amazing just to take it away? And I don't necessarily think of it like that. I believe we're all given temporary good things to remind us to love hard and not take anything for granted. I had been in a lot of unhealthy relationships or friendships or whatever, and I've lost all kinds of people in so many different ways. After you go through all of that in life, you almost get in this mindset where you think nobody's good, that nothing ever good is gonna happen. And then all of a sudden the universe will put a person or a thing or a situation in front of you that's amazing. You enjoy it for a little bit and then all of a sudden it ends. Whether it's naturally or, you know, something drastic. But you can't have that same feeling you have. Like when you lose something bad, it's very easy to kind of hide your pain with anger because you can think of the negative. You can think of, you know, say if it's a relationship that was bad for you, you can think of all the fights. You can think of all the times they pissed you off. But when it's something genuinely good that didn't really have any problems, it's so hard to control your feelings, I guess. If that makes sense. I think sometimes the universe will put good things into our lives to remind us that even with whatever you're going through, there is good. I can't put my thoughts into words very well, but I'm certainly gonna try, and I hope that I can just get better with time. Even if nothing I said in this entire video made any sense to you and you're sitting there scratching your head wondering what the fuck did she even say, I want you to hear me out. No matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in your life, in other people's lives, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're gonna go through, you are you, and that's so fucking awesome. Everything you have done to get to this exact moment was for a reason. Everything that happens truly is for a reason. Like I said earlier, it's either meant to be or it's meant to teach. Either you're gonna teach somebody something or somebody's gonna teach you. Either way, be open to the possibilities that the universe can give you. Love, be loved, and accept the love you deserve. Ha! I bet you thought I was gonna forget to ask a question, and you're fucking right, I did forget to ask. So this is Future Editing Kati here, and oh, fucking Harvey just started licking my queso, bro. Obviously this has been a disaster. Okay, sorry I forgot to ask in the original video. I'm super ADHD and I just got really caught up in sharing my feelings and talking about my experiences and stuff like that. So anyways, since I talked about something kind of dark, let's just do something light. I want to know what your favorite thing to do is when you're having a bad day. Do you like to go sit by the water? Do you like to read a book? Do you like to maybe draw? Let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks. Sorry. Bye. Like I always say, if you would like to follow my journey, please click the subscribe button. And if you would like to follow my other adventures, I will put my social media links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I'm such a scatterbrain. Maybe one day I'll get it right. Probably not. But with all that being said, hug your mom, hug your pet, and until my next video, remember that the universe is on your side.